Guys, it's Becky Bamboo. It is what is today? Tuesday, March 8th, 2011. I wanted to do a quick video. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody who's sending me comments and responses on my video about the 16-year-old and the weight loss surgery. I'm finding it to be a very intriguing topic. I know SJ put it up on Facebook, and I appreciate that, and I'm anxious to see what kind of comments you get from that. I think it is a big topic, and I think I think that this is a topic that there's not really a right and wrong answer to. I really believe that it's a lot of like personal choice, and probably from a surgeon's perspective, they probably all feel a little bit differently on the topic. I think that most of us can get on board with the fact that 16 is pretty young to have plastic surgery, so I don't think that that should be even considered at this point. But something that my mom mentioned that I hadn't even thought about was what was, like, send her to like Fitness Ridge, like the Biggest Loser at Fitness Ridge or whatever. Send her there for a week and see if she can learn enough about diet and exercise to like motivate her to do it on her own, and wait till she's 18. And if at 18 then she's still struggling, then consider it. And I thought that was a pretty good suggestion. If that had been something, looking back, I think, well, maybe that would have been something that it would have helped me. But at this point, I don't think it's right to second guess what's happened for me. I think that me having weight loss surgery was all a part of the plan. This is all part of what was supposed to happen in my life. And I've talked about it before, how I never felt like normal until after I had this surgery done. And now I feel normal on the inside. Like my insides are arranged in a way that they should have been from the beginning. It's kind of weird, but that's just how I feel. So anyway, I think that the topic is going over pretty well, and I appreciate all of you taking time to make comments and whatnot, because it's really interesting, I find. So anywho, the other thing I wanted to talk about today really quickly is it's been suggested multiple times to me to drink G2 Gatorade for the electrolytes after working out. Well, I want to say I tried going back to that, and every time I have G2, I dump. It doesn't matter how little I have or how much I have. There's something about that stuff that my body just cannot handle. So I pretty much had given up on, the sports drinks for electrolytes with working out. I thought, well, I can't handle this. It's making me sick, and I don't want to dump every time I work out. I mean, that's pretty miserable. I don't want to go there. So anyway, I was at the grocery store Monday. I went to a local grocery store that's real small. It's like 2 blocks from my house, and I was right next to it. So I'm like, oh, I'll just pick up some groceries here. It is a little more expensive, but it's like really good fresh produce, fresh meats, things like that. So you kind of get your money's worth, I think. I don't shop there a lot, but when I really want like a good piece of meat, that's where I go. Okay, anyway, I was walking down the juice and soda aisle. Not really. I was walking down it more as a cut through to get to a different area of the store that I wanted to go to. But I came across something, and I decided to give it a whirl, and I wanted to share it with you guys. This is Powerade Zero sports drink. It has Ion 4 Advanced Electrolyte System, whatever that means, and it is a 0-calorie sports drink. It has sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, various B vitamins, B3, B6, B12, and then it's also, as it's 0 calorie, it's not got sugar in it. It is actually sweetened with sucralose, which if you look on your little Splenda packets, you'll see that Splenda is sucralose. So I thought, okay, sucralose, no sugar, no calories. I'm into this. Okay. So I thought, what the hell? Let's give it a whirl. Let's see what it's like. And I have to tell you, this stuff is so stinking good. I'm a grape flavored addict. Grape candies, grape Kool-Aid, grape, anything. I love grape flavor. So I picked up grape, obviously, and it's wonderful. I think the grape flavor of the Powerade is actually better than G2. And this is funny because I can remember Powerade many, many years ago, and I hated Powerade. I always liked Gatorade so much better. But I don't know if it's because they've changed it or if my tastes have changed, but this, I'm really impressed with this stuff. So I wanted to share it with you guys. And the thing that I also wanted to mention is, even if this isn't about fitness for you or about, you know, having something to drink when you're working out or after working out or what have you, I find, and I keep things like this in my fridge because I am a big water drinker. I actually always have a big glass of water with me almost everywhere I go. But I have days where water is hard to get in. And the days where my water is hard to get in, I like to keep different kinds of bottled drinks in my fridge that are quick and easy to just grab. And I think just having that extra flavor really helps you get fluids in. It makes you want to sip more. So it's a kind of a tip I wanted to pass along to newbies out there who are maybe struggling with getting fluids in. Powerade Zero, obviously, since I'm drinking it now, is one that I will be keeping in my fridge. Other examples of things that I like to keep, I like the Vitamin Water Zero. They make a lemonade flavor that has no sugar that is wonderful. In fact, it's actually, the lemonade flavor to me is the best lemonade I can ever remember having. It's got a nice bit of sweetness, but it's still tart, and I like that tartness about lemonade. And I'm trying not to drink too much of it right now because I think that's something I'm going to really like this summer when it gets hot out. But, you know, if you're struggling with getting fluids in, that's a good way to go. The other thing I like is those Fuse drinks. Now, warning on Fuse. Fuse makes low-calorie, low-sugared drinks that are fantastic. Love them. But they also make some that are not low sugar. So you've got to do label reading on those. Really, really read the labels, because I have brought home one before and sipped it and I was like, good God, this is sweet. And then I looked at the label and realized that I had grabbed the wrong bottle. So you've got to really do some work with that. Other things that I like to drink, just for more suggestions for you guys, I love decaf tea. I was a big tea drinker before surgery. Love iced tea, love hot tea. Never drank decaf before, but I found this switch to decaf to be very easy. Now, I also know people who are, depending on where you are in the country, I know someone who's in the South who has had a very difficult transition to decaf tea, because that's the culture was, he drinks a lot of really sweet tea, regular tea. So tea is something, and I like green tea. Decaf green tea is fantastic. So just some different suggestions for you to help you if you're struggling with your water consumption. I think that those are some tips that I can pass on that I have found over time, because I think, you know, you kind of sometimes can get caught up on the whole like drink your water thing, because you feel like you have to drink just water. But really, there's water in so much that it's just about getting fluids in some days. It's better. I mean, I would rather have days where I have to drink stuff like this and know that I'm still getting my 64 ounces in, rather than just trying to drink my water and only getting like, you know, 20 in. I think it's just far more important to make sure you're staying hydrated no matter how you can manage it. So that's a tip. And I know for newbies, it's really hard. That was the hardest part, I think, really, trying to keep up with getting fluids in, because there's so much going on with like trying to eat your meals, and it takes a while, and everything feels so different, and then you're expected to wait, and then you got to try to keep sipping all this water, and then it doesn't seem like there's enough time in the day to get in 64 ounces. And I just think those things can be helpful if you have something that you really like the taste of. It really will make the process easier. So that's my tip for the day for anybody. I mean, I don't know how anybody else manages their fluid intake. I really haven't had much trouble with even water, but every once in a while I just get really bored. And I mean, even with I have my glass of water sitting here, I've still been sipping on this because right now today this is what tastes really good to me, and the water's just kind of like, yeah, well, I'm over it today. So but anyway, that's what I wanted to share. I appreciate everybody with all of their comments and everything from my video yesterday. That topic, it's so funny. I called my mom yesterday and was talking to her about it, and she actually called me this morning and she's like, I've been thinking more about this thing, and we had a whole nother conversation about it this morning. I really think that it's a topic that can go on and on and on and on and on, and that you can debate back and forth, but I do appreciate hearing from you guys. I'm glad that you all participated in that. So anyway, I've been doing some errands today. I said I was going to clean out my closet, but I didn't get to it, and it's like going on 4 o'clock, or well, no, going on 3:30, and I don't think I'm going to do it today. I'm kind of procrastinating it. I don't like to do it. It's just such a big hassle, and if I'm really honest with myself this time, I'll get rid of about 90% of what's in my closet. And that's going to be really scary too, because it's just not going to be much left in there after I do that. So I'm having a hard time. I mean, it's amazing how so many clothes can be linked to you so much. I have so many t-shirts that I really love, and they're just plain t-shirts, but I know now how big they are on me, and it's stuff that I really like. Unless I'm bumming around the house, it's stuff I'm not going to wear out, and there's not really a lot of sense in having a whole bunch of that stuff. I've probably got 30 shirts like that, so I need to really cut it down and just keep a few pieces for bumming in and a few pieces that really fit, because that's all I've really got is a few shirts that fit really well. I bought that shirt at Maurice's that I really loved. It's a red shirt with kind of a silvery thing on it, and that thing swims on me. It's easily 2 sizes too big, and it's just nuts. It's nuts to me. Every day with like clothes, I get dressed and it's like crazy. Today I have on my Ron John t-shirt that I bought on vacation in December, and it's huge on me, and this is another one of those shirts that I should give up, but I like it because it matches my athletic pants that fit really well. And clothes are just, God, it's such a dramatic thing. I don't know why, but it is. And so anyway, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I just don't feel like getting into it today. Gym time's coming up, and hubby's going to be home from work soon, and got to cook dinner and all that kind of stuff. So, the other thing I did, I went shopping today. I had to run some errands and drop off some dry cleaning, and needed some hairspray and stuff like that. But at Target, I found this 2-drawer filing cabinet. So my project ended up being today, we have had a horrible time trying to stay organized with all the bills that come in. And they always end up just in a big old stack, and then we end up losing the stack, and we don't know where stuff's at and everything else. So I bought a little filing cabinet for us to try to get more organized. So I've been organizing all that today, and something about organizing makes me feel calm. I don't know. Is anybody else like that? I am such like a neat freak that to have like some organization makes me feel a lot better. I hate when things are just cluttered everywhere. Like there was stuff stacked up like this tall on my computer, on my laptop, that I would just like I'd close the screen down and there would be like a wedge of stuff in there that big. And so now it's all cleaned off again, and my desk is all cleaned off again, and I just feel so much more relaxed now. I am like the organization queen. I just have to do it. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I go, batshit crazy if if things are in disarray for too long. And my husband, I actually think I have a little bit of like OCD with certain stuff, because like if there's, say, a tissue box sitting on an end table and the tissue box is turned at all, I will walk by and square it up on the table, because that I just am like anal about things looking perfect and sitting perfectly. And if I do that, or like if I rearrange something in the refrigerator to put it where I think it looks better, he'll come back through and he'll turn the tissue box, or he'll move stuff back in the refrigerator, and he irritates me, and he loves to just watch me have to go back, and like I'll go back and square the tissue box up all over again. And I don't know why, he just takes pleasure in that. It's like evil, but I really do think I have OCD with that kind of stuff, because like it really, like, I can't even look at it. Like, it just bothers me. So anyway, there's a little tidbit about me I bet you guys didn't know. I'm like OCD with that stuff. But anyway, that's it for me. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for all of your comments and everything. And I hope that more people will watch that video and comment, because it's definitely a good topic. So anyway, see you guys later. Bye.